Well, welcome to another wicked, Brick Day. I'm Elijah, the director of Brick Dragon Hero, and today I'm going to be doing another movie review. Hey, does it feel a little bit too bright here? Let me just, I think this is kind of okay. I had to turn off my light because no, I don't really prefer the dark. But don't worry, I got the fence lines up of my window. But the reason why I'm talking about dark and the reason why I said wicked instead of bricked, I'm not sure that's a word, because I'm going to be doing a movie review on The Descendants, the 2015 film version. I might plan to do the whole series of The Descendants. They'll be in separate videos. This is the very first one. It featured main voices like Dove Cameron, Sophia Carson, Boo Boo Stewart, Mitchell Hope, and who was that guy who played Carlos? Oh yeah, you might be surprised about this, but you know what happened to Carlos's actor, Cameron Boyce? He was such a great actor for him. I wish, but sadly, ever since that seizure problem and how he didn't make it, I've made some other fans, including me, upset. And yes, I am a little bit upset what happened to him. But with doing a lot of research, I think I am going to watch the third Descendants movie, which I haven't watched. I'm just going to try to lay it cool. Turns out I have to stay calm whenever I see some scenes of Carlos. But anyway, let's talk. The reason why I'm doing this movie review on The Descendants, because The Descendants is one of my favorite series I ever seen. Not only this is the third Disney movie I'm reviewing, but this is the first Disney Channel original movie. I haven't really liked to watch a lot of Disney Channel original movies, but why not? I do love Disney so much, and I did love the idea of making villains having kids, which made me feel like, hey, that's a cool story. Feature villains like Maleficent, Evil Queen, Jafar, and Cruella de Vil. Okay, let's start. So it starts off about 20 years ago, which kind of confuses me because you're in the middle of the times. Beast married Belle and had a great wedding. Yeah, cake. Instead of a honeymoon, they built Ordon, which is really an interesting kingdom. Ordon is like the combination of Aura and Don. It feels I'm sorry, Ordon feels like a Pokemon name. And Ben, the new son, is about to become king, which is really exciting, but Ben already made his first degree as king. He decided to let some few villains' kids to live in Ordon. And why would they do that? Because Ben felt like he feels upset about them when his dad put all the villains in the Isle of the Lost. So he did. So Ben decided to at least pick four villain kids to start off with, and he already picked them. And that's Cruella de Vil, Jafar, Evil Queen, and Maleficent, the worst of them all. And they kind of agreed. They thought they're like innocent kids. Wah, wah, wah. They thought they were wrong. All they are just a group of thugs that roam around the Isle of the Lost. Mal is their leader, cause she is the daughter of Maleficent, and her crew is Evie, daughter of the Evil Queen, Carlos, son of Cruella de Vil, and Jay, son of Jafar. They made a really cool intro of the song. I'm rotten to the core, who can ask for more? I don't really remember the lyrics that often, but their parents found them and they told them what was going on. They said they have to transfer schools in Oregon. Yep, just like how Ben wanted to see how the kids of villains live in Oregon, because sometimes maybe that'll come in at the end of the video. But Mal and the others weren't really that surprised. They feel like they didn't want to go because Mal likes the love and pink and pretty princesses, that kind of stuff. But the three others kind of wanted to go. Evie wanted to try to impress a boy by playing dumb. Like, Jay kind of wanted to steal some stuff, and Carlos, he was afraid of dogs, cause he's the son of Cruella de Vil. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to see. I'm sorry, about to cry. Okay. But Maleficent had a plan to get revenge. She wants to get the fairy godmother's magic wand and break the barrier so she can get revenge on their arch enemies for banishing them. So they decided to go. Carlos, Evie, Jay, and Mal went off to Oregon, which they weren't really surprised about, because, it's Oregon and villain kids. And that's where they meet King Ben, Audrey, and the fairy godmother. Audrey is Ben's girlfriend, as it says in the beginning. And the fairy godmother, well, here's the thing. Mal asks if the fairy godmother has her magic wand, but she no longer uses it in Oregon. Yep, 20 years of what happened ever since they banished them with no magic and no. So Mal and the others try another way. They try to steal the magic wand, but catastrophe happened. The alarm went off and they had no choice but to run. Luckily for Carlos and his good skills for technology, he managed to pull a trick on the police, saying that it was just a false alarm. Good thinking. But then, ever since that happens, the VKs went off to school, which Mal didn't really want to go though. She just wanted to grab the wand and make her mom proud. Plus, here's some few other things. Evie wanted to impress this boy named Chad, son of Cinderella and Prince Charming. That's really interesting. But here's another guy who actually likes her, named Doug. Wants to help her out, but here's the thing: the evil queen wants Evie to try be like her, just to play dumb to get a man, but she realized she doesn't have to play dumb to get a man. Good thinking. Another thing, Jay tried a new tactic. Instead of stealing stuff, he tried out sports. This night thing, that was kind of like an Ordon thing, which I don't really heard of. Hey, it's something new. And thanks to Ben, and he helps Carlos conquer his fear of dogs, where Carlos meets his best friend, Dude the dog. Plus, here's another thing. Mal wanted to try to get the wand, and to do that, she met the fairy godmother's daughter, Jane. But she really likes Mal's hair, which gave Mal an idea to do a spell on her hair, and it worked. But Mal wanted to tell her that if she has the wand, she can do a nose job, and sadly, she doesn't use the wand during her coronation for Ben, which will happen soon. And if so, that didn't work. But here's another thing. Jane told Mal that the girlfriend will be in the front spot during the coronation, which gave Mal an idea to make Ben fall in love with her. So she did everything. She tried to put a spell on a cookie to make sure that it works, but she needed one thing: tear. That's where I don't know what her name is, but she is the daughter of Mulan. She was upset that she didn't got a lot of love from their parents, and that's where they got a tear to make a cookie. And once Ben took a bite of that cookie, she started like, ooh la la, in love. That's really cool. And what's really crazy about that Ben confessed his love to Mal on the front of the school after the game, which is pretty cool actually. And then and that's where things started out. They started out with their first and ever date. But here's one thing. Mal wasn't really sure that she really loves Ben for real or not, because she does want to make her mom proud to rule the world, but she can't decide if she wants to be with Ben or her mother, which is a tough choice. But here's one thing. During Family Day, everyone thought that Mal was Maleficent because she is a VK, all because Audrey was so mad at Ben for dumping him or her, or decided that she likes Mal. No, she tried to make sure that she's more dangerous by confessing her grandma that she's Maleficent. But things change. They all started to hate her, and she started not to care. But as everyone realizes this, Mal decided to just stick with the plan and try and get the wand to make their parents proud, or else they're dead. But after they decided the plan, Evie realized that how good she is during her grades and help. Jay realized his love for a new game, and Carlos realized his life with Dude, who make them realize that they don't want to be like their parents. Except Mal. She tried to break the spell from the love cookie, but somehow it didn't work. During the coronation, Ben took a bite of the anti-love potion that somehow didn't work because it turns out it wears off during the enchanted lake on their date. That's really cool. How they realized that, and Mal was confused. Like, did he really like him or not like him? She thought it was a fake, but it wasn't a fake. And then when Ben was promoted king, someone took the on and try to fix this? Was it Mal? Nope. It was it was fairy godmother's daughter, Jane. She tried to make herself look nice again, but Mal took it back, and everyone was surprised. Like, what was she doing? She is a villain. They all tried to listen to Audrey, but no. But Mal decided that she doesn't want to be like her. She just wants to be like a normal life. She just wants to go to school and be with Ben. Love is always in the air. Can't fight that. Of course, she did confess to the whole world that she decides to be good and realize about the others' dreams. So, they all decide to choose good. But then, Maleficent came in and tried to attack them and try to steal the wand. But luckily for Mal, she was strong enough to stand up to her mother and turn her into a lizard, which is really awesome and kind of familiar to Sleeping Beauty. And they realized that sometimes good can be better than bad. Am I right? But there's more to the story. Like I said, there's some other Descendants movie, like the second one and the third one, which I haven't watched. So, before I go... Alright, so that'll be it for this video. To see more Brick Dragon Hero, all you gotta do is subscribe, comment down below, like this video, hit the bell, and that's it. Okay. I am still a little bit upset on what happened to Cameron Boyce, but I did put up a little tribute on him last month to remind all of you fans that he's still perfect, though. He was amazing as Carlos as Descendants 3 and Luke from Jesse. I am going to miss him, though, but he was a really cool actor. I'll give you that. Have a wicked day. You see what I did there?